Third time lucky. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear? Can you hear me? Third time doing this damn stream. It's a fucking disaster. Yeah, yes. Okay, sweet. I was like, yeah, there's less people on the normal, and then I was like, everyone was like, oh, can't hear. I'm like, oh, okay. So just to wrap it up, you guys, I'm in. I know, dude. It's a fucking. I'm hungover as fuck from 2 days. But just to be pretty quick with you guys, hello, I see you all running in. Cool. Just to be pretty quick with you guys, like, look, it was I'm red $10 on the day. Small account challenge, trade zero. Links in the description if you want to use them. I'll go through these pretty quick. Typical gap and then I'll take one or two questions. But gap and fail, gap and fail, gap and fail. WWR, you just expected the same thing to happen. And I traded. How did it trade? Traded quite a bit of volume in the end. Never looked like it was going to. But WWR. No, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong one. Yeah, so WWR really pushed up. Took a starter in the 230s, came all the way back down. That was like a quick like $60. It's since somehow reclaimed. That was me trade zero win. That was me small account win. But so I basically messed up a couple of trades, and that's why I'm like flat on the day. Up on the trade zero account like 23% or something. But GNFT, death drop, bad chart. It's gap into this resistance with volume here. It was just a little bit. I had like $4 short here, and it just was a bit scary. I was like, is this going to push up? It's a bit thin. And then I would have made 400 on this drop. And then couple that with WKHS, workhorse. Generally, a pattern I play is whenever you get a wash and it's kind of backside and you get the 2 green days and a gap, generally these will roll over. And it did roll over as in and out. Kind of in the open, I was like short and covering, shorten the rips, covering the dips, because generally people will take profits 2 days and then the gap up, 2 green days and the gap up. As well out of it by like 9:50. Re-looking at the afternoon when it's squeezed, I thought because it's overextended on these green days, because it's kind of backside not on 52-week highs anymore, I thought this squeeze would come down as fast as it came up. That's quite wrong. Workhorse is a bit of an enigma. And it is known to have like several green days in a row on here and on here. So I guess I just thought because it was off its 52-week highs, that rule wouldn't apply, but it seems that it does. And I just basically give back profits from the previous trades. Tesla, Juice Q was just a stupid trade because it's like an OTC from the 40 cents to the 140s. Lost a couple of hundred just getting trapped in this shit. Then there's no volume. I thought I was being clever. Just didn't work out. Tesla was the only last one. There was a huge squeeze that day. We'll have a quick look. So honestly, like a nothing day for me. I didn't see any like shorts into like good volume resistance. Didn't see any of my favorite kind of shorts. Like the only good short was that GNFT, and it was just too thin. But I mean, ultimately, this was always going to be like a plus 100, minus 100 kind of day. And then it turned out to be just that. I mean, Tesla, I know it had news today about, again, it's backside like workhorse, same strategy. 2 green days, then short the gap. And it would have worked quite well. I didn't take this one, but 420s down to the 417s, the strategy works perfectly. Actually was shorting off VWAP. Took it down to the 416s, but this bounce from 416 to 418, I was a bit like, people should be panicking off. That's a double bottom, right? But I thought when it failed this descending triangle, hit the double bottom, I didn't expect such strength to come off it. So when the strength came and then got this higher low and then it was pushing off the higher low, I just took like $180 on it. No, like $140 on it or something like that. So no fucking said nothing deal. Like, I mean, I fucked up my main gap and crap, but then I did stupid things on. But I still was up like 160, but then I did stupid stuff on Choose Q and Workhorse. I just kind of fucked them up. But in terms of like what's running today, we had some. What was it? OBX. What was the main squeeze out today? Can anyone tell us? If there's no way that thing went to 12 and come back down. But something that went to 12 today, can anyone remember what it was? So PRCP was just a HT. Wasn't HT, but that did squeeze. Can anyone remember? Yeah, OBRX. What the fuck happened to OBRX? Or XBR, sorry. That is criminal. That is absolute. I mean, it does it once, done it twice. But with 120 million volume, you don't see these come down. It's up 175% and isn't shown on scans. This would have blown up accounts. Nice. Look, when it pops up and you get the VWAP projection, it's a nice short, undoubtedly, because you've got the history. It's got a history of failing. So you've got the nice entry from the 340. I typically do take these 340s down to the 180s. I would have been, but the thing is, you don't like. I typically don't like to short something that's gone from the 4s to the 2s because it's not got a lot more downside, but it's got a lot of potential upside because it was just there. So with OBRX, like you can think I can play it wide, like short the 2s and or short the 220s and risk VWAP, but it's just there's a lot of room up for me. So I mean, you've got push, pullback, comes up to VWAP, wick candle to reject, but you should be expecting a hard rejection now. You don't really get that hard rejection. It's just coming back up again, and you're thinking this is trading million shares some of the minutes. That is a bit of a strong surprise for me. That's been pushed through, shorts covering, longs diving in. That's, I mean, look, you've got this push, holds. There's not really much of a pullback here. You'd expect it would at least consolidate before trying VWAP. So that's showing extreme strength. Halt. You've got that nice wash, touches VWAP. And like, I mean, within a minute, guys, that's gone from 237. Wick touches VWAP. It goes from 215 to almost 3 in a matter of minutes. Someone is buying that the hell up, or big short positions are getting out. And then it's just halts, yeah, all the way up. Crazy. I mean, it's a tough one because say you're in this at 2, or say you're shorting VWAP at 2. Is it 2? Like, say 2 for easy maths, 207. It goes to, let's say 10, 980, 985, say 10 for easy math. That's 500%. So if you're short, say 5 grand, for example, is like a decent-ish short size. Maybe you think you get pissed off by this halt and you add a little bit expecting it to come down. Say you're short about 5,000, could be more, but for easy maths. And you go down 500%, means you're negative 25 grand at this point. Short in negative 25 grand. Maybe you get a bit stubborn and you add on some of these ways up, thinking this has got to be the top. You're going to be short a good 30 to 35k. Whole dollar rejection, but if you're lucky enough to have borrows and getting at the tens, obviously you've got 50% drop here. But very dangerous. Very dangerous indeed. Sorry about the audio, bro. Yeah, not much to say. Like, Tesla was a bit of a fucker. Day 13, yeah. PLL was another one that came around, wasn't it? Crazy GABA from the 8s to the 43s. 11 mil. Vizsana isn't working. Oh. Tough one to read, I think, that one. Maybe this bounce on VWAP in hindsight. Reclaims VWAP hold, starts pushing up 35, 30s. We've got a nice $20 a share on the upside. CBAT. Squeezed on news. Horrible pre-market squeeze. This was disgusting. From the 220s to the 360s and then just give it all back. CBAT is a horrible, horrible stock. But it's too scary to short it because they do like tricky shit. But I was very tempted. A little bit tempted to be like, this will come down because I'm sure I saw it do this stock do some the other day. But it's just dumped. Like, I must have an offer in this because it's just dumping on people. Oh, I'm so sorry, Parek. Yeah, I mean, I was watching that, being like, I was watching when I saw CBAT squeeze and I saw it squeeze before. I was just like, oh my god, this is one of the reasons why you probably shouldn't short pre-market, because stuff like this can happen. Absolute horror story. It's one of the I mean, this happens once every 6 months. You'll get squeezed like that. And you can't have stops in pre-market, right? It's a good reason not to take these types. Because what's your advantage of being in CBAT, really? Like, it's gapped and crapped, right? Yeah, I mean, you might be taking a starter for the next day, yeah? Horrible. Sorry about that. Before you short the stock, don't you check how many shares are already short? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how many shares. I mean, I do. Check the float, check the institutional ownership, check the percentage. But I mean, look, I don't really give a fuck who's short. I mean, ultimately, like, you can tell by the tape when there's going to be a squeeze, or if there's going to be a squeeze. It doesn't matter how many shares are short. It just matters, like, if the demand outweighs the supply. If there's too much demand and not enough supply, shorts will get squeezed. It doesn't really matter about percentage of the float short, honestly. Yeah, sucks. That's a wrap, guys. Finally got that done. Day 13. Like I say, not doing too badly. Like, another win on the small account. If you guys want to sign up with Trade Zero, especially those international $500 account, very good borrows, which you'll not get these borrows on any other account, especially unless you sign up for a 30,000, 40,000 one with Centerpoint or Speed Trader or whatever the big ones are. The only way you're going to get the borrows for shorts is if you use Trade Zero with a smaller account. 6-to-1 leverage, shit like that. It's good. If you haven't watched the interview with the TradeZero CEO, please watch it. It's on my YouTube stream now. We'll go over some of the benefits. Why am I telling you all this stuff? Because I am a affiliate and I get money if you sign up through my link. You can only limit, yeah. Mike, thank you for commenting on like every single video ever. Not just commenting, you comment like 9 times on each video, which I appreciate because probably improves me SEO ranking on YouTube for the videos. I don't know. I don't look for it, honestly. It's Yahoo Finance do it though. One last look on U1E because quite a few years are in, so I may as well make the most of helping people. Former runner. It's a new company, this one now though, but it's like kind of a first day, but not. Just a rat. I don't even know what to do with this. Like, I mean, I know why people are shorted because it had a green day from 3 to 7. It is like one of those first red days if you can catch it around the 8 early in the morning. But you don't want to trade it too early. And then by the time it opens, it's in the 6s and it wasn't the 10s. And we've just saw what happens with OXRB or OBRX or whatever the fuck it was. You've already saw what can happen with this, so you don't really want to be shorting around this area. And in terms of a long, just bounce randomly, so not my kind of ticker either. Thanks, Mike. Legend. No worries, guys. Can TradeZero International accept Americans? Nah, I don't think. I think it's against the law. I'm glad we got this done. Do you use SCT as data? Nah, I just use it as data. Just data. I don't like. I have a broker that goes through for all my executions. But all right, glad we finally got this on. Glad it worked. This is day 13. Small account is up about 23%. Been a slow September. I'm actually red on the month. Red like $2,000 and a bit, 2.6K after fees. But that's it. Peace.